is a hard damn shit.
There we go. That better? Once again, shout out to the mighty LDBC. I am Trill Wheel LDBC and nothing. Welcome to my live stream. Another episode of Trill Wheel Talks Politics right here live on YouTube. 3 things I ask when I go live. Number 1, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you click the bell icon so that you'll be notified whenever I create content on this channel. Number 2, make sure you smash the like button. Smashing the like button pushes this video into the algorithm so that more eyes that need to see it, see it. And number 3, donate to the channel. Your donations are greatly appreciated. And number 4, if you're not part of the PMP gang, sign up. It's cheap. It's like $3 a month. You won't even miss it. And all that good stuff. Who all we got in the building? Susie in the building. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Ratchet is 91, my brother. What's up with it, man? K-Cell, salute to you, man. My brother, comrade, Coach B. Hudson. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Coach Hudson. He's trying to work his way up to 1,000 subscribers, and I want to help him get there. Make sure y'all go over there, tap that button for him, get him up to 1,000. That man has a wealth of knowledge, and more ears need to hear that man speak. My brother Shelton, the funniest dude I know on YouTube. Make sure y'all go subscribe to him as well. Shout out to my brother, man. Corner Girl, what's happening with it? How you doing today, Shade Girl? Nina, salute to you. I'm to it, Sheldon. I'm gonna get. That's one of my plans for next year. Do emojis and all that fun stuff. Fancy, how you doing, Queen? Salute to you, and salute to everybody in the building, man. Well, y'all already know what type of time it is. Y'all know it's what type of time. My brother Freedom's March in the building. What's happening, Brody? Y'all know what type of time I'm on already. So, here we go. Here we go.
Really bothers me about Congress.
Hold on, let me pause this real quick. Let me make this so I can hear it in my headphones. That makes me feel weird.
You know what really bothers me about Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett running for Senate in Texas? It's not the fact that she ran this really embarrassing, incredibly narcissistic ad that basically is just about herself, or the fact that Texas very much is still a red state, so it's unlikely that a Democrat is going to win for the Senate there. What actually really bothers me about it is how willing progressives are, my fellow people on the left, to quickly abandon everything you claim to stand for just because.
And that is all I want to hear from this blabbering blattermouth bitch. This one, Christina, good evening. Hey, Coach, put your link to your channel in the chat, dog, so everybody can find you. I'm using this video as an example. This content creator, I am Blakely on Instagram, felt the need to call Jasmine Crockett's run for Senate self-serving, selfish, and narcissistic, right? Not because Jasmine Crockett's seat has been gerrymandered. No, that couldn't be it. That couldn't be it. That couldn't be it. That couldn't be it. Should it? Could it? Could not be it. That could not be it. Could not be it. So her using a video of Donald Trump denigrating her is narcissistic and self-serving, right? People like this bitch is the reason why Donald Trump is in office right now. I have yet to see her or any of these dumbasses that have been going around harassing Kamala Harris at her book tour. I have yet to see any of them in Republican spaces with the same energy. They care so much about the kids in Palestine. They care so much about the elderly, the women, everybody that's been unjustly killed in Palestine. They're willing to sell off this country with their fake outrage and to allow the actual warmongers into power. This bitch right here is the sole reason, it's one of the reasons why Kamala Harris got cheated on in this past 2024 election, and the reason why we have Trump right now. Her and leftists like her are not is just as bad, if not more dangerous, than MAGA itself. People like her are exactly what's wrong with the Democratic Party. Y'all are so on this mission to look for the perfect candidate with zero deficiencies, zero faults, zero everything. Y'all looking for the perfect candidate. You're never gonna fucking find it. You are never going to find them. They're never going to be found because they don't exist. There isn't a such thing as a perfect candidate. Not one. Meanwhile, you settled for Donald fucking Trump. You settled for Donald Trump. You settled for Donald Trump. Wow, crazy work. Meanwhile, we have a shit show. A unmitigated shit show right now. Right now. Crazy work. Crazy work. Crazy work. They will sit here and get on these platforms and consistently, my brother Reef in the building, what's up, man? They would take their time and they would get in spaces and they would use their platforms to tear down. They did the same thing to Kamala Harris. The same tactics, same talking points, same everything. Everything they did to denigrate the name of Kamala Harris, they're doing the same thing to denigrate the name of Jasmine Crockett, even though Jasmine Crockett has shown you time and time again that she is willing to fight for the American people. No one cares that she is fighting for the American people. No one cares, not none of these goofball leftists or magatards. They do not care about this woman's fight for Americans. They don't care about this woman's stance against fascism. They don't care about this woman's stance on making sure that Americans have affordable health care. They don't care. They do not care. They're too busy looking for perfection. They're looking for perfection. You're never going to find it. Meanwhile, Republicans pick the brain dead, smooth brain, draft dodging, children raping, goofball sexual assaulter. They choose him. Hold on, y'all. I got to take this phone call. Hold up.
because you like someone's personality. I saw this article and I was like, is this a fucking joke? Jasmine Crockett's bid for the Senate is the latest sign of a Tea Party style revolt for progressives? Yeah, you can't call it a Tea Party revolt and then run like a standard corporate Democrat pretending it's an insurgency. Democrats literally do this every fucking cycle. Stop falling for it, because voters are angry. Every time you lie to them and con them, you lose more permanently. Proving once again that you've learned shit from the last election. You can cope and seethe about it all you want, but the fact of the matter is, Jasmine Crockett is a very standard conservative corporate Democrat. Just because she's good at trolling Trump and she's got a good media presence doesn't make her a progressive. In her first run, she was heavily propped up by the crypto PACs, the same ones that support Trump. She also went on one of those paid pro-Israel trips where they do propaganda with the IOF war criminals. It's actually a video someone compiled 15 minutes straight of her dodging questions about the Israeli regime and refusing to say we should stop funding them. Some people will be quick to point out, well, she doesn't take money from AIPAC. This, absolutely unacceptable. The whole point of criticizing people from taking money from AIPAC is that they're being bribed to support the Israeli regime. Doing it for free doesn't make it any better. She always votes with the Israeli regime in their funding. She also bragged against her opponent in 2020 that she wasn't taking corporate PAC money and then promptly went on to take a ton of corporate PAC money. Before you think that there's hope for another candidate in that James Tellerico guy, you would be mistaken. Because while you'll hear people say, he's a nice pastor's son that's running against corruption in the billionaire class and the corporate interest, yeah, about him. He has really close ties to Miriam Adelson. Yes, that Miriam Adelson has taken tons of money from her affiliated PACs. So no to him too. I've said it before, but I'll keep saying it. Some of us who said that we were not going to support candidates who vote to fund Israel's genocide meant it. And by the way, those of you progressives who claim to be against corruption and want change and then prop up Democrats like this, all you're doing is showing to the entire electorate that you're full of shit, that you have no principles, and that it's more the same and they shouldn't trust you. We all already know that the corporate Democrats, the Democratic Party at the national level, are hacks, are corrupt, are full of shit, have no interest in changing, nor any interest in learning the lessons from the last election. But it's really disappointing and quite yikes to see people who are on the left and progressive who said that they were going to stand on business when it came to corruption and change and defunding Israel and holding the old guard Democratic Party accountable, completely abandon all those stated principles because they like her personally. You know what really bothers me about
because of tariffs, along with the just passed One Big Beautiful Bill, tonight I am also proud to announce that more than 1,450,000, think of this, 1,450,000 military service members will receive a special, we call Warrior Dividend before Christmas, a Warrior Dividend in honor of our nation's founding in 1776. We are sending every soldier $1,776. Think of that. And the checks are already on the way. Nobody understood that one until about 30 minutes ago. We made a lot more money than anybody thought because of tariffs, and the bill helped us along. Nobody deserves it more than our military, and I say congratulations to everybody. And by the way, because of tariffs, along with the just passed One Big Beautiful Bill, tonight I am also proud to announce that more than 1,450,000, think of this, 1,450,000 military service members will receive a special, we call Warrior Dividend before Christmas, a Warrior Dividend in honor of our nation's founding in 1776. We are sending every soldier $1,776. Think of that. And the checks are already on the way. Nobody understood that one until about 30 minutes ago. We made a lot more money than anybody thought because of tariffs, and the bill helped us along. Nobody deserves it more than our military, and I say congratulations to everybody. And by the way, because
Congress was busy giving tax breaks to billionaires, but they are not extending the ACA subsidies that help millions of Americans afford their health insurance. And now those millions of Americans are at risk of losing their health insurance and not having access to health care. So I'm at Congress to ask them directly, why don't you just fix it? Hey, Senator Warren, so you know the ACA subsidies are actually going to end, and that means millions of Americans are going to be booted off of their health insurance. It's going to go sky high. Why can't Congress just fix it?
Donald Trump, the king of the Republicans, has not told the Republicans in Congress to fix it. And frankly, they're just a bunch of spineless lowlifes.
Congressman, excuse me. Hey, I was wondering if y'all could tell me about the ACA subsidies and why y'all can't just fix it. No? Y'all can't fix it? Millions of people are going to be without health care. Why can't Congress just fix it?
Well, the honest answer is because Republicans are in the majority, and despite having decades to come up with their own healthcare plan, they don't have one. They refuse to do anything to actually help Americans and prevent their health insurance costs from going up.
Hey, Congresswoman, I just had a question. Why are you guys not extending the ACA subsidies and just fixing it? Okay. All right. Bye, Nancy. Oh, thank God. A woman who actually understands women's health care.
I've been here for 1 year now, and what I have seen is that the one thing that congressional Republicans are more loyal to than Donald Trump is to cutting the healthcare of the American people. We have a discharge petition to force a vote on a 3-year extension of the ACA tax credits. We only need 4 Republicans to join us to bring that to the floor.
Hey, Senator, what do you think of the ACA subsidies? Are you going to extend them? Because y'all could just fix it. Y'all could just fix it.
Subsidies you're asking about are $50 billion in corporate welfare.
You going to tell me you didn't give tax cuts to billionaires in that bill?
No, we gave tax cuts to every American, including working Americans.
Did you give tax cuts to billionaires in that bill?
They extended the tax cuts for billionaires forever. One tax cut that they allowed to end, to die away, was this tax credit that helps middle-class Americans better afford their health insurance.
These people in this body, for the most part, have never struggled for health care. This is not theoretical. There are people who will be sick and die as a result of not having this health care.
Because they don't want to save lives. They always seem to be laser focused on politicizing things to make sure that their billionaire donors are protected and not their constituents and residents back home.
The ACA subsidies, you know that a bunch of your constituents are not going to be able to have health care, right? So we're just wondering why you can't just fix it and extend the subsidies. Damn shame.
We have already put forward a proposal for a 3-year extension. That's what Hakeem Jeffries and the Democrats in the House put forward, and 4 Republicans have signed on. So now the ball is in Mike Johnson's court because they can fix this.
Congress was busy giving tax breaks to billionaires, but
White men may have worn the white hoods, but white women sewed them. Keep that in mind while you watch this.
That Jeffrey Epstein, in this person's view, was not a this is this person's view, who was there for a lot of this, but that he was into the barely legal type. Like he liked 15-year-old girls. That he wasn't into like 8-year-olds, but he liked the very young teen types that could pass for even younger than they were, but would look legal. There's a difference between a 15-year-old and a 5-year-old.
That's what Megyn Kelly said on her show yesterday. Listen, white women manufacturing consent for misogynists, racists, and predators is not a new phenomenon. There's actually tremendous historical precedent for it. During the antebellum era, many pretended not to see their husbands assaulting enslaved black girls on plantations and impregnating them. Many sewed KKK hoods so their husbands could anonymously lynch black boys and cut off their genitalia to be kept as souvenirs. So when I hear Megyn Kelly downplaying the assault of minors because white men did it, I don't hear a deviation from historical precedent. I hear a continuation continuation of it. People like Megyn Kelly, who are out here softening the actions of predators, have been simultaneously scapegoating trans people and drag queens as a danger to our kids when they're not. It's giving deflection, and it's giving the calls coming from inside the house. An 8-year-old and a 15-year-old are both minors, and targeting one versus the other doesn't give you some kind of moral high ground. That framing is dangerous and despicable, especially from someone who has a 14-year-old daughter. Women are so often the cultural educators and arbiters of their families. When they took their kids to have picnics under mutilated Black corpses hanging from trees, they taught them that was acceptable. And when you lend your gender and optics to bolster white patriarchal systems, you teach your kids that's acceptable too. So are y'all going to keep sewing hoods, or are you going to start burning them with us?
I am so sorry. I am so sorry, y'all. I hope y'all forgive me. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to take that. Shout out to my brothers and brothers UK in the super chat, man. He said, "Peace, brother Will. Peace to you, King." Thank you. Shout out to my brother Callie in the building, man. Yeah, I had to take that. I legitimately had to take that call. Where was I? Oh, I showed y'all a couple videos, right? Hey, Callie. Since he wants to talk history, let's talk history then. Let's talk about the Grim Reaper. Let's talk about the Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper, also known as Solomon's Revenge, the Charleston slave who buried 9 masters alive. He was known as the Grim Reaper by the white people, and to us, this is revenge. Yes, his name was Solomon, and this is his story. Beneath the ancient oak trees of St. Michael's Cemetery in Charleston, South Carolina, lie 9 graves that the city's most prominent families refuse to discuss. Each headstone bears the name of a wealthy plantation owner who died between the years of 1851 and 1855, all under mysteriously similar circumstances. Sudden paralysis, followed by what physicians of the time called merciful death. But in 1923, when the cemetery underwent renovation, groundskeepers made a horrifying discovery that city officials immediately ordered sealed from public record. Inside each of these 9 coffins, the wooden lids bore deep scratch marks from fingernails, and the bodies lay in positions suggesting desperate struggles. Now, back then, there was no such thing as autopsy reports, so the guess of the murder was just foul play. Now, what the authorities found next would haunt Charleston's elite for generations. A leather journal buried beneath the cemetery's oldest magnolia trees, written in the careful handwriting of a man named Solomon Fairfax, detailing 4 years of calculated revenge that began with a family's screams and ended with 9 men buried alive.
Got him.
Now, before we continue, make sure you like, follow, and share.
The Grim Reaper from Chucktown, Bo. Yeah, I'm talking about Low Country. They did not play around. So when they try to tell you that black men were docile back then, no, they weren't. No, they were not. Hold on, Callie, I got you, Callie. So that's too much to type, because what about SCI? What about him? He is in here trying to question your knowledge about historical context, when I know my brother Callie is one of the smartest brothers I know. Yeah. Lisa, how you doing, Queen? Hey, Callie, there you go. Click that link, bro. Get on up here. Yeah, that's why they call him the Grim Reaper. Dude burying slave owners alive. Yes, sir. People like, what about SCI, are the ones who I be cussing out all the time. And there's a reason behind that, because those people would then try to tell us, hey, well, the past is the past. Well, it's not happening now. Well, it's not happening now. Well, the past is the past. There you go. What's up, Callie? Could you please enlighten this goofball on historical context in this country, please, sir? Salute to you, Brody.
Yeah, I salute to you, family. Matter of fact, one book you can actually read is called Out of the House of Bondage, The Transformation of Plantation Household by Favolia Glimpse. And she'll actually talk to you about how the households, the households of slave masters, how it was very, very violent, and how the wives of slave masters, she would get jealous, even though her husband raped his slave, how she would kill the offspring. How a woman would kill the offspring.
Yep.
So you wanted a book? I just gave you one.
There you go.
I bet you won't go look it up and go read it.
Yep.
Oh, you want? Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you some other stuff, because I'm one of the ones who actually read history of my people. Matter of fact, I'm also reading books that's going back. Doesn't even start in America. I just finished reading a book on the Asante history. I just read a book on dealing with the history of the Songhai, the Mali, and also the Ghana empires as well. On top of that, I'm also reading a book in Spanish right now as well, which is dealing with El Negro. It's a book about Jamaicans when they were brought, or when they came over to Costa Rica, and how what you call it, the Costa de Sensei, how they were frustrated how the Jamaicans refused to assimilate into their culture, how they want to continue to practice Jamaican culture, which they have a Jamaican town right now, right? And also the racism that the Jamaicans dealt with, and also the Africans that were brought to Costa Rica, how the Jamaicans defended them and also helped them get recognition. They had to work hard to get recognition, and I'm still going through that book currently right now. But I'm reading a book a week. Matter of fact, I'm reading 2 books at the same time. I'm also reading Africanisms and African in American Culture by Joseph E. Holloway as well currently as we speak, and also some other books. So I'm constantly reading. And a matter of fact, I'm going to give you a website you want to check out. Go ahead.
Hey, Callie, I got something for you, big dog. I got something that's going to support everything you just said. He said everything that you're talking about is past. He lives in today, right? He says that. Well, tell him to explain this then. Tell him to explain this one to me. Explain this. This just happened. Over a dozen Navy SEALs disciplined for racist memes earlier this year. And guess what happened to the Rear Admiral that was disciplining these racist pieces of trash? He was relieved of duty by a racist named Pete Kegsbrove, the Secretary of War. So tell me again where racism went. Oh, you want to see what they said? Don't worry about it.
Well, before you finish stating that, he said that it didn't happen, and I just made the story up. But I gave him a source. But now you're gonna try to say it. So see, this is what you pieces of shit do. You move the goalposts once you're proven to be wrong. I got plenty of sources, but I got another website that y'all might want to check out later on as well as far as I'm dealing with what the Black people said for themselves when they spoke for themselves, and the things that they've accomplished in this country as well. So I'm dealing with history, because a lot of Black folks think that our history started with slavery. It didn't. Our history started with started in West and Central Africa with the Congolese, with the Sierra Leone people, the Crew, the Ga, the Mende, the Timne, the Malenke, Mende, the Bambara, the Mafa, the Asante, the Fa, the Ga, the Yoruba, the Edo, the Igbo. Right, that's all these different kinds of people.
Yep. Hey, but look, check this out. This is some of the memes that they were sending to this Black Navy SEAL officer. And matter of fact, this again right here, this plaque right here that has a tomahawk on it, they scratched this Black Navy SEAL's name off of this purposely, trying to denigrate his work, trying to denigrate who he was, trying to denigrate his character, his service. I myself, as a Marine Corps sergeant, experienced racism firsthand. Myself had a white sergeant call me a Black sergeant, a dirty nigger, in front of my platoon because he could not hack a run with the sergeant major, but I could, while calling cadence because I can sing. But he can't. He's mediocre. He's just like you. Whoops. So I tell you what about SCI? Explain to me this. Explain to me that infamous 2020 phone call that Donald Trump made down to Georgia that he claimed was a hoax by the Democrats. Explain that one. Because new evidence has popped up saying he went further than just asking for 11,780 votes. He literally set up an infrastructure for them to steal the 2020 election. Still a hoax? Still a hoax? Callie, they don't want to talk about that.
Oh, no, they don't want to talk about this type of stuff. They say, so this is one of the reasons why he probably supports Donald Trump, because they don't want to learn real American history, right? And they can really get an idea of how bad and how awful a lot of your people really were. I mean, to be honest with you, majority of the European descendants did not even arrive until the late 19th century and also the 20th century. A boatload more of them came in. So most of you came after the transatlantic slave trade, which is why I don't even understand why some of you are concerned about history, but a lot of you still feel guilty anyway, because reality is those people who came over early are still related to a lot of the places. A lot of it's still related to y'all because a lot of y'all came from those nations, or to places like the UK, came from places like France, came from places like Germany, countries involved in the transatlantic slave trade. So a lot of y'all still have guilt. It's like, if you didn't do anything, why do you feel guilty? You should be totally okay. The ideal about living in the past is so that we do not repeat the past.
So why, look, if the past didn't matter so much, then why do you get so offended when someone calls you a racist? Why are you more offended of being called a racist than actually being a racist? That's the part I'm trying to figure out. But in this video right here, you see the former Vice President Kamala Harris, and I'm going to show y'all why these leftists, these white women leftists on the left side, are showing their racism towards Jasmine Crockett right now. Check this video out. Now look, Jasmine Crockett and Kamala Harris are one and the same. They are unbothered by your white woman tears, your fake outrage, and your selective outrage towards powerful black women. So check this out. Look at her ignoring this shit out of her. Back up. Take your dirty ass on, bitch.
Who is that lady?
She from Toilet Pool USA. That's where she from.
Oh, yeah. I know you're talking about.
Toilet Pool USA. That fucking fake Christian little outreach freak party, a bunch of homos and fucking degenerates. Yeah,
so
they're cold.
Okay, there you go.
Yes, basically. But look how she look. Look at how the vice president. Look how she just ignores the shit out this bitch. Get your bitch ass out of my way. Gotta go. I love her. I need that kind of candor, bro. I need that kind of willingness to ignore these ignorant dumbasses who vote against themselves. I need that in my life.
Here's my thing. The issue was with these people is like, y'all got everything you say you wanted. Why are y'all still so upset? It just makes no sense. You said this is what you said you wanted. You got everything you said you wanted. You control the Supreme Court. You control the executive branch. You can control the legislative branch. You can control the judicial branch. What the fuck else do you want? You black people, a bunch of black people have lost their jobs, right? They've made cuts to civil rights. They're getting ready to go up the Voter Rights Act. Everywhere they go, they're hurting black people because we're the number one priority, right?
They don't care about self-harm as long as they're harming us. They don't care.
Yeah. But why are you still angry? You getting everything you want.
But I guarantee you this, Callie, they ain't gonna talk about this. In less than a year, Pam Bundy, corrupt, going against the Constitution, going against judge orders.
Oh, but the Constitution only matters when it's us, right? They don't really care about the Constitution. They only use that as a bludgeoning tool against black people. Let's put it this way: MAGA hates the Constitution. Let's be real. They never liked it.
Mashed potatoes, the most incompetent, stupid, cross-eyed, wannabe white man in the history of the FBI. This piece of shit literally had used airplanes on tax dollars to fly to fucking concerts, hockey games, fly his little dirty ass girlfriend around, send the SWAT team over to protect his dirty ass girlfriend while doing absolutely nothing.
Going to date to fly to different places.
Absolutely nothing for the American people at all. Nothing. They can't name nothing Casper Patel's done. Has he caught the Brown University shooter yet? Oh no. Oh, okay. So
tell me the location. I want to know the location of once again too. Tell me the location of Antifa when their headquarters. I need to hear about it.
They made that shit up. Look at Pete Gagsborough, this racist pile of shit who was dismissed from the military for being fucking racist.
Christian white nationalist, white supremacist Pete Hegseth.
Yes, that's what it is.
This so anti-immigrant, right? This dude's parents ain't even from America. Right. Got here literally 5 minutes ago, and this dude is trying to tell me and you what an American is. People who have been here for fucking centuries.
Yep.
centuries. Who bloodline runs centuries? This dude's bloodlines in this country runs 2 minutes ago.
Right.
Fuck out of here, man. And for somebody like this and Donald Trump, whose bloodlines don't even run as long as ours in this country, to tell us what an American is. Fuck out of here, man.
Look, and here's the plastic face dumbass bitch Barbie, Kristi Noem, funneled $220 million in tax funds to an ad company owned by the husband of her chief spokesperson. Then she also spent $172 million on 2 private jets for herself and top DHS officials like Tom fucking Homan. Then this fucking walking pile of dumbass flesh right here, this fucking walking virgin right here, Stephen Miller, who is a fucking Joseph Goebbels fucking bootleg copy from Temu.
That's Smeagol, bro. That's Smeagol. Gosling from Lord of the Rings.
Pretty. He owns $250,000 in stock in Palantir. And he owns stock and he owns prison stock. He owns Palantir stock. This is the reason why he's doing all these extreme dumbass policies. This fucking walking virgin right here, this closet homosexual right here, illegally blocked $5 billion in SNAP funding, done literally destroy all the government personnel and oversight, along with Elon Musk. This fucking ketamine-induced fucking walking hemorrhoid basically infiltrate the government so that he can remove our oversight and all of his investigations so that he can get more welfare. Yep, the welfare queen right here is this fucking weirdo right here.
He became a trillionaire off the fucking federal government.
Yep.
Your tax dollars made this fucking guy a trillionaire.
Yep.
I want everybody to understand this. You're literally, your tax dollars made him a fucking trillionaire.
Yep. Now look at this balding fat piece of garbage right here, Tom Homan. This fucker accepted $50,000 in a paper bag down in Texas. And Pam Bundy cleaned that shit up, didn't she? She sure did, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
She sure did. Look at this fucking walking heroin addict right here. This fucking retard right here absolutely knows nothing about the home health division of the government. He has absolutely no idea what the fuck he's doing.
Worms wipes his ass with science.
I'm just going to go. I don't know what I did. I don't know how I'm giving more milk to the health.
Family, bro.
He's retarded, bro.
He's retarded. Family man.
Yep. Look, Donald Trump pardoned over 1,800 people. All of them criminals.
Criminals, pedophiles,
doing criminal shit now.
We talking about people who push fucking massive weight across the border. This dude talking about he trying to stop drugs and decides to pardon a literal drug trafficker, narco trafficker. I don't want to hear anything, Maga. This guy's a fucking narco trafficker. The guy,
they don't care, bro. They don't give a fuck. They don't care about the rule of law. They don't give a fuck about right or wrong. They care about winning because their team is winning while they're losing in real life.
They're gonna be sleeping tomorrow. But they winning though.
Yeah, they're winning. But what y'all won? What have y'all won?
Well, look about those farmers, right? The farmers, the dumbass farmers who would vote for him again, right? Who sat there, lost money during his first term, lost money in his second term. The dude, y'all lost $40 billion. He gonna give you $12 billion of it back. How does that help you?
It don't. It gives him the optics of looking like he's helping. Oh, he's helping. A problem. That's like asking an arsonist who set fire to a house and put it out with a water hose and thanking him for his service.
Hold on, no, you know what it is? It's like this too, right? So what I did, man, look, bro, I know I took a band from you. I took a stack from you, $1,000, bro. What I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you 120 back, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you know, so I looked out for you. I'm just looking out for you. That's it.
I took care of you. I made it right. See, I made it right. I know I took 1,000 from you, but I gave you 120 back, dog. You got just $120 more you didn't have.
Yeah, you wouldn't have nothing.
So you ain't gonna talk about the 1,000 you stole from me though. You ain't gonna talk about that. But anyways, I'm gonna show y'all how they set y'all up. So here we go.
But he started. He said, "What she's supposed to be saying?" I can't hear it.
Say what, Ma?
I can't hear it.
Let me stop and share it again. Let me share it again, and then I'll try to start it over. Let's see.
Every single thing about the American system, every single thing that hurts you, that is put in place to hurt you.
What's crazy to me is the stereotype that Black people have bad credit, and yet every day you will get on social media and see another white woman sharing how much specifically credit card debt she has amassed. Like, whether she's single and she's amassed it on her own, or whether she is married and has amassed it, like, with her husband. They will, every day, they get on social media and share how much credit card debt they have.
I've said this multiple times and I will never tire of saying it. Every single thing about the American system, every single thing that hurts you, that is put in place to hurt you, was specifically designed for Black people only. It started out with Black people, and at some point, the rich whites realized, hey, the poor whites can be niggers too. And then it extended to y'all. Credit reports, right? Credit was never a thing till the 80s. Go look it up. It started becoming a thing when Black people started having access to shit. They were like, oh, okay, let's put in credit. HOA was created to stop Black people from moving into neighborhoods. Now, HOAs is fucking white people more. America, the whole reason why the United States of America does not have universal health care is because white people believe if Black people don't have access to health care, Black people will die quicker. Who's hurting the most from healthcare in America? We're hurting, but sure ain't us.
Wow.
When I say everything, school in America used to be free until Black people started going to school.
Right.
And America now decided to instill tuition. Now, white people are dying, crying, oh my God, tuition. Your white great-grandmammy and your white great-grandpappy fucked you while trying to fuck us. Welcome to the club.
You have to follow that brother on TikTok and on IG.
That shit hurt, don't it? That shit hurt. That shit fucking hurt.
Real quick. U.S. consumers are headed into the holiday season with record credit card debt. The tip is taking a debt during Q4 and paying it quickly after the new year, right? Hold on a second. We said after the new year, maybe more difficult to seize inflation and high rent. So that's the article. It says Americans are leaning more on credit card debt as inflation stretches their budgets. Outstanding credit card balances jumped to 1.23 trillion in the third quarter, according to the new Federal Reserve's running tally, up 6% over the same time last year, an all-time high. While forecasts showing American plan to ramp up holiday spending this year, that burden is set to grow between gifts, travel costs, groceries for festival meals. The winter holidays are the plurgiest time of the year for many Americans, and our collective end of year debt burden tends to reflect that. What we see is the most expensive time
of the year.
Charlie Weiss, head of global research at TransUnion, he said, we get more financially disciplined in the new year and usually pay that extra debt down by the end of the first quarter. It's typical cycle that we see absolutely every year, Weiss said. But in 2026, consumers can have a tougher time managing that holiday spending hangover, said Ted Rossman, an analyst with Bankrate. The problem is that a lot of people already have a lot of credit card debt, he said. Russell said low-income Americans especially are carrying the bigger balances heading into the holiday season just to cover essentials. Just think about how much everything else in our lives has gone up. Your rent payment is up, your grocery bill is up, utilities, insurance, all things are up. And he said there will be less fat to trim in household budgets come January, Russell said, so it could take longer to catch up. And Chi Wu, an attorney with National Consumer Law Center, said the rise of buy now, pay later lending adds extra risks. And they said we see consumers sometimes get into trouble when they think, oh, well, I can deal with this payment for one buy now, pay later loan to buy this item, she said. And this is happening with grocery prices. Yeah, that's happening with groceries. People are doing a buy now, pay later with groceries. They're also doing different other types of layaways with groceries as well.
They can't afford shit.
Nope.
But those same people who look their nose down and tell black folks, y'all always looking for handouts. Now, I went through a treasure trove and found an article in the Atlanta Black Star that shows you 8 times the U.S. government gave white people handouts to get ahead. Number 1, the 1830 Indian Removal Act. With the help of the U.S. Army, Cherokee, Creek, and other Eastern Native American tribes were forced to relocate west of the Mississippi River to make room for whites. The 1862 Homestead Act. This act gave away an overwhelming amount of acreage to white settlers out west, land that had been previously settled by Native Americans. So they moved the Native Americans out west, then moved them again to make white people comfortable again. The 1790 Naturalization Act. Under this legislation, only free whites were allowed to become naturalized citizens of the United States. Thus, the doors were open for European immigrants, but not anyone else. Sounds familiar, don't it? What did Trump say? This right to vote, the right to vote, serve on juries, and hold office was exclusively reserved for American citizens, aka white people. The Social Security Act of 1935, enacted under President Roosevelt's New Deal, the Social Security Act provided a financial safety net for millions of workers and guaranteed that they would continue to be paid after retirement. But this luxury didn't extend to everyone. However, the act excluded agricultural and domestic work laborers, many of whom were Black, Mexican, and Asian. To the Mexicans and Latinos for Trump. There you go. The GI Bill, the GI Education Bill, the VA Housing Authority, and the healthcare system. Because of these government programs, most white members of the armed forces were able to continue their education, guaranteed private housing, and granted access to a public healthcare system. Many of these benefits were reserved for white veterans. However, for the handful of Black veterans who could participate in these programs, their benefits were still fewer than those of their white counterparts. The Wagner Act of 1935 that y'all don't like to talk about, also known as the National Labor Relations Act, the NLRB Act. This legislation gave labor unions the power of collective bargaining, define unfair work practices, and establish consequences if those rules were broken, as unions excluded non-white workers from better paying jobs and benefits like health care, pension, and job security. Millions of white workers were able to work their way out into the middle class. So that's how you got your leg up. A handout. The FHA, under this bill, white families were granted home loans, making it possible for them to purchase their very first humble abode. Unfortunately, mortgage eligibility was often tied to race, while those living in integrated neighborhoods were deemed a flight risk and denied loans, aka redlining. The 1960s Jim Crow law. These outwardly discriminatory laws not only bar African Americans from drinking at the same water fountains as white, but also reserve the best jobs, schools, neighborhoods, and hospitals for only white people. So tell me again how you pulled yourself up by your bootstraps, white man. You didn't. They gave it to you. They gave you the boots, they gave you the straps, and they tied them bitches for you.
This proves the point again that we cannot pull ourselves out of the hole. We need the government, bro. I mean, I'm just talking about the data supports that. We're too far behind. The only way we could ever catch up is with massive government infusion of cash into our community. So as far as Black folks, the total black community going bankrupt by 2035 is likely to happen unless the government steps in. And so even for majority of white people are still in the same position, right? Where most of the money is still sitting at the top. This is not a healthy economy. All the money is concentrated to the wealthiest people in this country. There needs to be a mass distribution of wealth from the top down to the bottom to the rest of to everyday Americans. But Black people really need it because we never had it. We've always been excluded when it comes to the government and infusing money into our community. We've always been left out. And we've always been the number one target to get screwed over. And we're owed a debt that needs to be paid. And all these people who keep trying to tell me, oh, we just don't spend enough money in our community. That's not true. Black businesses wouldn't even be around. Let me say and repeat this again. Black businesses would not exist. You know what I'm saying? Black businesses would not exist without Black people supporting it. The myth that Black people perpetuate is that Black people don't support Black businesses. That's not correct. Most Black businesses, most Black businesses consumers are Black people. So that's just not true. Most Black businesses are all only have one employee. That's the one person, the owner. The owner is the only employee of Black-owned businesses. That's the majority of Black businesses. So this idea, once again, that Black people don't support is just totally incorrect, and it's a myth, and it's one that we perpetuate. But we cannot get ourselves out of the hole without the government. It's not true.
Right. But hey, I want the MAGA trolls who keep thinking everything that's coming out of the White House about Donald Trump is a hoax. Explain this to me. Trump allies' secret work to overturn the 2020 election detailed in new text messages. Mark Meadows texted with 34 House Republicans about overturning the elections. So much for being patriots. These people are fucking traitors. Mark Meadows and all 34 of those Republicans, along with Trump, need to be in jail today.
Oh, today. How about all of Donald Trump's crypto scams and shit that he continues to run on you idiots? Y'all continue to give me your hard-earned money. I don't feel sorry for you maggot morons who continue to get stuck in the crap either, you stupid asses. Y'all hate Black people so much and love to get scammed over and over and over again. It's nasty work, but
take my money, I'm racist. Take my money, I'm racist.
Bro, I don't do crypto coin, and Donald Trump he pulled the rug from underneath. He did it already at the beginning of the year, and he's come back with more crypto scams. It's crazy that y'all continue to buy into this shit. When are you gonna wake the fuck up? Stop being dumb. This dude don't give a fuck about none of y'all.
Donald Trump announces the Patriots Day Games, a 4-day athletic event. And guess what? It's going to be nothing but Black folks winning shit. That's crazy work. Y'all keep letting this man turn this country into a fucking low-budget goofball reality TV show. That's the wild part for me. Y'all keep letting this goofball turn this country into a fucking shit show. That's crazy work.
It is. Well, you saw the press conference he had yesterday. Jeez, that dude is embarrassing. I'm not
yelling at people for nothing.
Listening to that shit and not be embarrassed. It's what I did is Georgia. What happened is Joe Biden landed 25 million people. For over 4 years, he let 25 million people cross the border. Fuck out of here, bro. The fact that y'all even listen to that goofy shit and believe it, let me know that you're an idiot. 25 million people did not cross the border in 4 years. That didn't ever happen. That's not a thing. And he lies about all these wars that he stopped. It's always, and that whole press conference about me, I. And some people say, that's a lie. If he says some people say he's fucking lying, he's making up some shit. When he say some people say it's him. He's talking about himself and the bullshit that he's decided to make up at that moment. Donald Trump is a bald-faced liar, and nothing he says is true. And it's sad that all of y'all were sitting here and believe. Look, I want you guys to understand that this government, what's happening with the government right now, this is Donald Trump. His stupid ass tariffs, right? And on top of that, your healthcare expenses are getting ready to explode. Within, let's see, today's the 18th. So you have 13 days. In 14 days, your healthcare expenses are going to not just quadruple, quintuple, but I think it's supposed to go up something like 800% of some crazy thing, something crazy ass percentage, right? That's like, you can't even afford it now. And now the Republicans, they don't want to. Matter of fact, Mike Johnson don't even want to put a bill on the floor. If it gets put on the floor, it's going to pass, right? We know
Mike Johnson is in serious trouble right now because Marjorie Taylor Greene just submitted a move on the floor to vacate his fucking seat.
Oh, what's gonna happen?
Oh, it is. All she needs is 8 Republicans, and of course all the Democrats are going to vote with her. All of the Democrats are going to vote with her. To get Mike Johnson out of that seat, this sniveling fucking closet homosexual is gone. All she needs is eight Republicans. I already know 4 of them that will vote with her.
I think it's gonna happen because a lot of them have already been sick and tired of his goofy ass anyway. Yep. And on top of that too, I mean, they're in danger with all these people. Republicans are going to retire in January. There's a chance that Republicans might not even control the House come January of next year. They may lose the thing. So they're in real trouble. He's in real trouble.
He's gonna get humiliated. He's gonna get humiliated. He's gonna get humiliated. Humiliated. That's crazy work. He's gonna get humiliated. The Republicans are already getting decimated already at the polls. They're giving up seat after seat in deep red areas. They're changing blue. It's crazy. And y'all want me to tell you what the Trump Obama derangement syndrome is? This fucking orange pile of shit.
Did he bring up Obama again? Did he bring up Obama again? He's infatuated Barack Obama. I said, what the fuck? I said, bro, are you attracted to Barack Obama, bro? Because Obama don't think about you like that, bro. He don't think about you ever. You think about him because you know he was superior to you in every metric, bro. I mean, we're not just talking about as president, but as a human being, he was superior to you. And Donald Trump, one of the most disgusting, filthy pieces of shit this earth has ever seen. I mean, dude is a cretin. Just disgusting, a demon, bro. I can't stand this fucking guy. And the day that it happens, bro,
laugh, and I'm gonna take a shit. That's gonna be one of the funniest live streams I ever do. I can promise you I can. It's gonna be the funniest one I can't wait for Cankles McTaco Tits to kick the fucking bucket. That's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna get a shirt made resting shit.
Yep. And I'm gonna get a shirt made have pedo on the front of that bitch. Shout out to my brother WJ Luckett in the super chat with that 20 piece. He said Trump lies about ending wars, yet is itching to get into a war with Venezuela for oil. Facts. That's all this war is. Oil.
He said it though. His stupid ass said it out loud. Yeah.
Said it out his own mouth.
And we know who's behind him, like Marco Rubio and the Florida contingent of Venezuelans and Cubans who's been itching to take over Latin America, right? And Donald Trump, was stupid enough to actually go for this shit. So their idea is they want to overthrow Maduro. They want to go to Cuba, overthrow the government there. Then they want to go to Bolivia. They want to go to Colombia, right? They want to throw over all the leftists in Latin America, and they want to install puppets who are friendly towards the right-wing zealots and racists out of Florida. So they want to profit off of Latin America, and they want to be the bosses and the owners of Latin America, and they can fund the American government to continue to disrupt or at least overlord Latin America for eternity. This is the plan. That's been the plan. For these group of Floridians or these people, these Latin people from Latin America in Florida, in South Florida, to run Latin America. And that's what we're going to do.
Donald Trump. Hey, Mr. Trump! We vote for you, Mr. Trump! You stupid fuck. You dumbasses. Good. I'm glad ICE is throwing you bitches in jail. Have fun. You voted for it.
Oh, don't forget about the contractor. What's the contractor again? You know what I'm talking about, the military contractor. They changed the name, and they're looking to take over and go sit over there in Venezuela too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? They changed the name because it turned to shit overseas because of the shit they did in Iraq. I forgot the name of the group.
You're gonna make me Google.
At one point, right?
Yeah, you're gonna make me Google.
And they changed the name. I forgot what they changed the name to.
Hey, did you see that plaque that Donald Trump put under Barack Obama's picture at the White House?
No, I didn't see that shit, bro.
Bro, I'm about to show you, bro.
I saw that yesterday, bro. Oh,
this
my
shit
God.
right here is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like, this is the dumbest, most childish, stupid. This man is a fucking toddler.
Barack Hussein Obama was the first black president, a community organizer, one-term senator from Illinois, and one of the most divisive political figures
Disgusting, bro.
in American history.
Wait till history has to say about you, asshole.
You fucking pedophile.
And one of the first recognized pedophile president.
Donald Trump is a bitch.
Racist,
I just want to say that.
divisive, war criminal, scammer, shits on his pants,
Orange
skin,
shits on himself in the White House. This nigga really stands there and shits on himself in the White House, but he wants to talk about Barack Obama. What?
Terror. The list of names he's gonna have attached to him, authoritarian, wanted to be dictator, right? Fascist. I'm like, bro, your history is gonna be, they're gonna be like what you shouldn't be. Right? It's gonna be ugly. To Mike Johnson too. Mike Johnson, a lot of y'all, Marty Taylor Greene is trying to change her legacy. She wants to rewrite hers, but she ain't shit either. Fuck her. But she's usable now. We can use it for now.
Yep. Hey, did you hear that the House Oversight Committee just released 68 more pictures showing Donald Trump being a fucking pedophile?
Yep. I saw every single picture of it, brother.
Yeah.
It's bad, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Sheesh. Jesus.
Hey, True Will, my brother, what's good, man?
What's up, bro?
Let me say this though, real quick, because I was watching Legal AF about the Supreme Court, bro. Just John Roberts, bro. I did not know how dirty and corrupt John Roberts is, bro. He been wanting to get rid of the Voting Rights Act since the 70s, bro.
No shit.
Really, bro? Like that, because I think one of his predecessors wanted to get rid of it, but he was overpowered at the time in doing so. He been wanting to get rid of the Voting Rights Act, bro.
Right, because he's a fucking racist.
Right.
All 6 of the fucking conservative 6 that's on the fucking Supreme Court, every last one of them fuckers are criminals.
Yep. Clarence Thomas, Samuel Alito, Brett Kavanaugh, Amy Coney Barrett. Who's the 6th one though? I forgot his name. What's the 6th one?
John Roberts, Brett Kavanaugh, Amy Coney Barrett,
Clarence Thomas
the coon. Let's see.
Roberts himself, and then who else is there? Forgot there was one more name though. I forgot his name. Yeah, Samuel Alito. I mentioned that. Yep. That's sick, bro. Let me tell you this: whoever becomes the next president, bro, you either got to extend the court or face the impeachment.
I'm impeaching every last one of them bitches.
That's what I'm saying.
Nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, they need to impeach all 6 of them, bro. I don't care. I don't give a damn at this point. Impeach all 6, bro, because they are complicit to allowing Trump to get away with bloody murder on the Constitution. Really, bro. Like, my goodness, bro. and now Donald Trump wants to start a war with Venezuela, becoming Iraq 2.0. Oh my God, bro. Oh, I saw that picture last night. Oh my God, bro.
Then they go after Venezuela and then Colombia, and then also to go after Bolivia as well. So it's supposed to be a series of wars, not just.
Why is it every time that we start talking, some illiterate, dumbass, fucking high school failure dropout gets in the comment section who can't spell? Look,
well, I don't know. Have you read the study? There was an article that came out this summer, right? And it showed that 60% of Americans read at a 6th grade level or lower.
Oh, I believe it. Like, this motherfucker proves it. Look. A B-O-E, you just keep mouthing off the B-L-E. Yeah, you can't spell, you stupid retard.
I got a question, though, True Will. Like, do these trolls know how to spell, though?
Nope.
Do they even know how to spell?
Nope.
When
That's how I know they're
get you
MAGA. That's how I know they're MAGA.
What's up, Callie? How you doing, brother? Been a minute, man.
MAGA is fucking retard. They're fucking retard. I honestly, I'll be trying to be nice about it, and I'll be trying to refrain myself from calling them fucking retards.
Nah,
But they keep
don't
proving me
be
right
nice,
every time that they're fucking retards.
bro. Don't be nice to them, bro. They don't deserve any kindness. Nothing.
Like, question. Here's a question for me. How in the fuck can y'all call Joe Biden Sleepy Joe when every picture I done found of this fucking orange pedophile, he's sleeping, slobbering on himself?
Yep. This man is slowly dying right in front of your face.
I can't
Look
wait.
at that, bro.
Look at this fucking orange pile of shit. Look at him.
Oh,
That
jeez.
that blue polish on his hand.
That's it. That's it. Yup.
Look at this bitch with all them fucking lip injections. The thin lip
Oh,
jokes is catching
geez.
up with your real weak ass, ain't it? Oh
Yep.
God, she's 28 years old.
Yeah, not aging the way that you expect.
She's 28 years old. My daughter is a year younger than she is. My God, today. My God, today. You 28 years old.
I just want to say that death is undefeated. I just want to throw that out. Death is undefeated.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Definitely finna happen. And
Yep.
I can't wait.
And
Trump. Boy, that's the greatest obituary ever written in the history of writing obituary.
JD Vance only hope for being president is for him to check out during this term. Because if he doesn't, you will never be president.
Nope.
Because first thing you got going wrong for you is MAGA's racist as hell and they hate your wife.
Yep.
So that's what he already knows.
You
though.
can't have
If
those
something
smart
happens-
children. You can't have them.
Erica Cook, we all know it's gonna happen, right? He's gonna divorce his wife and get with Erica Kirk.
Yep.
Because
Him
that's
and
the only
Eric Kurt is
person
already
he-
banging. They banging uglies right now. Guarantee. Guarantee you. They're fucking out.
That's what JD Vance has been wanting to do. He wanted to bang Erica Kirk so he can get his ticket meal to the White House. That's what he want, but it ain't gonna happen. And also another thing, can somebody?
Eyeliner though. That's the problem. So she gonna be mad at her because she ain't gonna never have no eyeliner.
Nope.
And can somebody tell that constitutional lawyer that Donald Trump is not going to survive the 2028? Like he tries, he's not going to survive the 2028. And even if he tries to, Obama can legally run for a third term.
Yep.
So
Obama's gonna beat him by a fucking mile.
Right. So I dare Trump to run a third term. I was against it, but you know what though, bro? I want Trump to do it. Pull the trigger. I dare you.
And the thing is, his health issues will be so vast that he won't run, bro. He's already, now that he knows that he's not going to go to prison or anything like that, I don't expect him to run because his health is going to be an issue. He's going to be having issues. He's probably going to want to stay out of the limelight and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I can see him doing some shit like that. He already stole his money. He's going to steal as much money as he can, pass that off to his kids and shit like that, man. That's what he'll do. And then he'll end up checking out. Because his goal is his number one priority was to run for president to stay out of prison. Then once he was secure that he wasn't going to go to prison, now he's going to loot the country. And that's what he's been doing the whole time, stealing. Him and the tech oligarchs and JD Vance as well. They've all been becoming filthy rich during this. It ain't even been a year. These motherfuckers have made billions, and it hasn't even been a year. Remember, he took office on January 21st. He still has more time. It hasn't even been a full calendar year under his term. And this fuckers has made, I think they said something like Trump made something like $7 billion so far. $7 billion. That's probably what they know about.
Meanwhile, Kamala Harris is on Vanity Fair looking like this. And then all those degenerates in the White House look like shit.
Yeah.
That's why they jealous. They see
mad.
Kamala Harris and they mad because that melanin gene is undefeated. A reminder, Caroline Leavitt is 28 years old. She's 28 years old. Kamala Harris is 60 and looks younger than a 28-year-old white woman.
Yep.
I just had to show y'all that melanin is undefeated.
Well, you can always pull up Laura Loomer, who's also awesome.
Oh yeah, Laura Loomer. Oh God,
Man,
Jesus
when you
Christ,
hey Trill, when you come out and eat dog food in front of people, bro, I cannot take you seriously, man.
that bitch ate dog food on a live, and I showed it.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, when you eat
garbage.
Yeah, she's this total garbage, bro. She needs to be in a mental institution. Seriously. But that's what Trump loves. He loves these kind of people, bro. That's who he thrives at. He loves those kind of uneducated, uninformed people.
Actually attractive, not to cut you off, bro. Michelle Obama's actually attractive. We know that Jasmine Crockett fine on the motherfucker. Y'all don't have nothing like that. All y'all want to turn to, especially them evil ones, right? They all start pulling up very early.
Look, that's why they always talk about Michelle Obama's a man. She's a man. Sure, bud. Sure. Let's see a picture of your mama. Let's see a picture of your wife. And let's compare. It's always some fat ass refrigerator back fucking goofball Republican window licker that comes and calls this woman a man. Or it's some loser who jerks off in his mama's basement that'll never have an opportunity to talk to a woman like Michelle Obama or Kamala Harris or Jasmine Crockett. They never stand a chance with none of them women. That's them. That's who they are. That's how they get off. They gotta deflect and show their failures on the black folks. Oh, it's the blacks. Oh, the blacks. What your mama look like? That's what I want to know. What does your mama look like?
And what's your brother?
What's your mama and your wife look like? What's your ugly ass sister look like, nigga? I want to know what that is.
Hey, Trill, I got another one for you. What's your blood lineage like? Where you came from? Are you actually from the Americas or are you from Europe? I want to know that question. Because I guarantee you, many of these people that say these racist stuff, they're not even American. I'm telling you, bro. The same way this in the administration, bro. A lot of them are not even American at all. They're all just Scandinavian, Norwegian, South African. Like what? Crazy work, bro. Crazy work. Well, I'll tell you this though, my brother. 2026 is going to answer a lot of questions. Will the American people? I
can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to answer a lot of questions.
That's another reason why I'm doing this video, because you have these leftists, these white leftists, the same kind, the same ones harassing Kamala Harris at her book tour, are the same ones now forging this bullshit misinformation campaign against Jasmine Crockett. Because this is who they are. But you never see those same people in the congregation of the Republicans nowhere. You don't see them nowhere. You don't see them.
Right. Because they know that Jasmine Crockett is a heavy favorite, and they know that she's smart and she's dangerous. That's why they're doing the same energy like they did to Kamala Harris. That's all. Because when they see a smart, intelligent black woman who's unwavering, uncompromising, they're gonna go on the attack.
My God, today.
Hey, True Will, my brother. Oh, go ahead, Callie. Go ahead, Callie.
No, I'm saying this is something that I want people to understand. Like, look, we have two candidates running, and first thing is Jasmine Crockett is going to beat Calorico anyway in the primary. He's got about 8 points in the primary. So he ain't shitting me. He ain't shit.
Oh, hold on a sec, Callie. He's playing a video. Hold on.
You got somebody else? No, please. What's the number? Hey, are you hiding my arm? 707. You hiding me?
Look at that. Yep. Choking her ass and shit. Yep.
Yeah, I saw this. This is 4 or 5 months ago.
You were too close. See what I'm saying?
I would have shot him. That's the devil. Okay? That's the devil. That police officer is the devil. Okay? That's the devil.
Y'all know what's wild to me? What's wild to me is how these fucking cowards stand behind their phones. And these are the same cowards that'll tell us, well, if we was back in slavery, we would have done X, Y, Z. No, the fuck we would. Your coward ass would have stood there scared like the pussy we know you are.
Picking cotton.
Picking cotton. Yes, sir, boss. Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yes. I
would have been in jail with her. Because I would have choked that bitch ass nigga out.
Especially the FBAs, right, who we're talking about, who always trying to make fun of people like John Lewis, people who are actually doing shit, right? They make fun of our ancestors. Like, man, I said, no, he actually did something, put his life on the line. And because of his actions, you can actually run it around here today and not have to put up with necessarily the same kind of bullshit on a regular basis, the way that he had to put up with it, right? So for the fact that you gonna trash this dude, but this FBA's are the most illiterate, uneducated, goofy niggas all the time, but they'll be one of the same ones talking about, you're involved there, or you was there, you wouldn't have done the motherfucking thing. Y'all, matter of fact, y'all don't even believe in voting. Y'all think that he's supposed to sit it out and magically through osmosis, that's somehow going to give us reparations, because you guys don't understand the legislative process. You don't even speak to your senator because you don't even know who your senator is. You don't speak to your congressional member, your Congress member, because you don't know who that is. You don't speak to your state representative because you don't know who that is. You don't speak to your state senator because you don't know who that is. You don't speak to your mayor. You don't speak to your county superintendent. You don't speak to no one. You don't speak to you don't know who your federal congressmen, your federal senators are. You don't know who any of your representatives are. You don't even know who your fucking governor is.
They don't know local office, nothing.
Right.
Hey, cut the chat, family. Team Couch 2024. Where you bitch ass niggas at now?
Hey, I got a question though. Where
y'all at now?
Before you say that real quick, they don't even know who sits on the school board, which is very important. If you have children, you should know who sits on the school board. You should know who's running for that. Matter of fact, a lot of times you're able to run for it as well. A lot of those seats, it'd be less than some of those seats like 500 people. Like 500 people go to those. You can win those seats. Yep.
Hey,
check your
You're a tether. We check your hairlines, family.
Hey, Trill Will, where your accent from, sir? Where's that accent from? From Africa?
Let's talk about the Klan rally tonight.
Welcome back.
That the orange piggy rapist gave in the White House, because that's what he is.
A fucking rapist.
We're deporting criminals, restoring safety to our most dangerous cities. Well, you're a convicted felon and adjudicated rapist and tax fraud. So we should deport you back to England, where you came from. Maybe we should deport your wife back to whatever country that she came from. But that's different, right? Because you're white. Got it. We did it all by ourselves with our people. We're so proud of it because they're poisoning and destroying our population. Oh, weren't you the guy that told so many lies that white people stormed the Capitol on January 6th and beat officers, gave them crushed vertebrae and PTSD? Sitnik died the next day. 4 other officers died from PTSD the following year. That was you, right? You can shove your law and order. Drugs spun in by ocean and sea are now down by 94%. You mean you're murdering people in the ocean?
I'm gonna help you.
Because you don't even know who they are. In fact, fishermen are suing our country. Our tax dollars are very likely going to pay out victims that were innocent in this. But he's pro-life. We have broken the grip of sinister woke radicals in our schools, and control over those schools is back now in the hands of our great and loving states where education belongs. You mean the number one cause of death in this country is gun violence? Oh, but you're worried about the woke mob. The scary CRT, the scary black people teaching about black history. That's what you're talking about. You're not pro-life. You didn't even care about the life of your own wife when you cheated on her. You didn't care about the life of E.G. Carroll when you raped her. You didn't care about the life of 13-year-old Katie Johnson when you and Jeffrey Epstein did horrible things to her on Epstein Island. You don't give a crap about the lives of children. In fact, you even looked at them naked when they were 15 in teenage girl locker rooms, but praise Jesus. Look at Minnesota, where Somalians have taken over the economics of the state and have stolen billions and billions of dollars from Minnesota and indeed from the United States. People working hard, that's not stealing. That's called working hard. You know what stealing is? Lying to cancer charities and stealing for them, which is why you can't have a cancer charity.
Facts.
What stealing is tearing down the East Wing of the White House and
Facts.
using rich white people to rebuild it.
Right.
That's what stealing is. Trump steaks, where you lied to people. Filing bankruptcy 6 times, leaving small businesses with nothing to do. But see, this last statement is really why this was a Klan rally. Somalians have taken over the economics of the state. The great white replacement theory.
Yep.
That's what this comes down to. On my Instagram page, I get this all the time. You're selling out the white race. Why are you supporting the whites being a minority?
Oh, from me, buddy.
Paul, you're profiting off of talking about equality. Don't you know what it's going to do to our country? It's going to make our country great. And our country has never been great except for white people.
And they fucked that up.
That's what this dumpster fire is. He's morally bankrupt. He's a white supremacist.
Yes, Paul Lance.
He's essentially the grand wizard of the Maga movement. He's told people in this country that were racists to take off their white hoods and put on the red hats. This is the modern day lost cause. If we have history books in 10 years, that's what historians are going to say. We did not punish the Confederacy for what they did. And they created the lost cause where they lied to themselves and said it was about states' rights instead of about slavery. This guy can do nothing. Rape, felonies, pedophile, lying, looking at teenage girls, asking for the execution of 5 black men in New York City, not writing to black people, having dinner with Nick Fuentes in his house, a white supremacist, January 6th, dead officers, calling women piggy, bleeding out of the whatever, grabbing them by the PUSSY. There's no bottom. Because it's not about morality. They want to be on the white side of history. They are scared to death of a white minority country. And this orange pig in the White House is their Hail Mary.
Yep. This is their last one.
They're holding on to the rails as tightly as we can. If you go look at the polls for the Jasmine Crockett and the James Tallarico, I like both of them. In Texas, go look at that. The demographic is white people and Latino men are the 2 majorities that are voting for James Tallarico. Every other demographic is voting for Jasmine Crockett. Trump and Harris. The main demographic that didn't vote for Harris were white people. They voted for the adjudicated rapist. Zoran Mamdani. The only demographic that didn't vote for him in a majority were white people. They are terrified that their caucasity is going to be watered down. That just having that privilege is going away, and it scares the hell out of them because they don't know any different.
Hey, you know what? Could it be that they are scared of a white minority in this country because it exposes everything black people have been saying about them for generations?
Absolutely.
It exposes the mediocrity, it exposes them having to rig the system so they look like they're more successful than everybody else.
Not only that, too, but also the fact that they basically ruled every single thing in their favor, and yet black people historically have gone out and dominated without any advantage in the book. The only thing that we've ever wanted is equality, and we've never been given equality, but yet look what we've been able to achieve, and that's what they're afraid of. They look at Donald Trump as their final Trojan horse. This is their last line, because after Donald Trump is done, there's going to be a new generation that's going to look at this with very heavy sustain, and they're going to work their power to make sure that this never happens again. This is their last chance.
Well, I would say this. This is something that they've mentioned before, something that they were terrified under Barack Obama, which is, I'm like, just ridiculous. Proven again to be wrong, as they believe that we're going to get back revenge. Everything that they've done to us, they think that we're looking forward to actually do to them. And it's just not based in reality. You know what I'm saying? And so these people, yeah, and it's like, man, that's not one of the, I can tell you this right now. I can show you evidence right now of how that shit doesn't work. You can take a look at South Africa. We can just take a look at under Barack Obama. Look, I'm telling you this right now. You can have a majority minority country and nothing's going to change. And I'm talking about as far as wealth distribution, unless Congress decides to do it. But other than that, I promise you, because everyone's been wired to try to fit into this shitty system called white supremacy. And we really should be trying to overhaul the shit. But if you look at how this system has worked, people are wired to try to be closest to it, right? Everyone's trying to carve out a safe space. Black folks, and I'm talking about, and I'm not trying to disrespect no other group of black people, but Black Americans that are the main ones who have never really tried to coddle up to these fucking people because they brutalize us, right? They brutalize us. And because of that, and because we brutalize us, we don't feel the need to try to coddle up to these people. But everybody else, every other ethnic group who's come here has tried to carve out a safe space in this country and not really tried to change the system. Now, there have been individuals, but I'm just talking about as a whole, as a mass. I'm not saying that the entire group. I'm just talking about individuals as a mass have only tried to find out to carve out a safe space. Especially when you're an immigrant coming to this country, you're not trying to, rattle the wheel or anything like that. You're just trying to make money and try to live your life. You're not over here trying to cause any trouble or draw attention to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're just trying to make money. So I understand it. But us here, we have no choice but to challenge the system because the system has always screwed us. And when we found a way to win in the system, as we've seen, like what's happened before in the past, when a bunch of sisters won seats on the Texas State Supreme Court, what did they do? Immediately, they changed the rules. So now the governor gets to appoint the Supreme Court justices in the state because a bunch of black people won. That's what we've always had to deal with. Stuff that no other race has really had to deal with. Is how they would change the rules in the middle of a game when black people find a way to stop winning. They do never want us to win nothing. They never want us to get anything. Then they tell us, why aren't you doing better? Even though they're the ones who continue. Every time we create boots. And we make our own bootstraps and we pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. They burn the boots, they burn the strings, and then they turn around and like, man, well, how come you're not doing better? Well, you keep sabotaging. That's why I'm not doing better. And they know it. They know that to be the case. They want to keep this to be perpetual or forever, and then destroy history so they can say that they had nothing to do with the situation that we're in right now, as far as us having no wealth and struggling and being behind. They every time they change rules, so taxes, I'm talking about when it comes to taxes as far as property taxes, and those funds used to be distributed equal. Everyone will be able to get a proper education. Well, Ronald Reagan was one of the first ones to go in and start changing that to make sure. He said, black people are going to be able to get a free college education. Some of the black schools are going to start to get better, and black kids are going to be able to make themselves or improve their situation and get up out of the whole poverty. Let's change all the rules and make sure not enough money goes into those school districts where they can actually change their situation. That's one thing they need to do. How you doing, brother? All right. Yes, sir. That's my Congolese brother that now I was just speaking to. I'm cool with all. I'm cool with it. See, I'm one of them people, some of you FBAs, to try to say that all Africans hate us is bullshit. I fuck with East Africans, Central Africans, and West Africans at my job. I'm cool with all of them. Tanzania, Nigeria, Congo, fucking Somalia, and Angola, motherfucker. Yeah, don't try to tell me that I can't talk to Africans. I get along with all the Africans. Anyways, make a long story short, like I said before, man, that's the goal. The ideal is they want to hide what actually happened to black people here, so they can say that we're not justifying and our complaints of what's actually happened to us. Because it's not just about the transatlantic slave trade. It's about Reconstruction. It's about Jim Crow. It's about what's happened with the freeways and everything else. You know what I'm saying? As far as us not having us losing, we lost properties. I have family who's lost properties when they built highways in Texas and in Southern California, Northern California. But we've been screwed every time.
Sheldon's checking Mahari's hairline.
Hey Sheldon, can I ask you a question? Why the hell is your ass still in Mississippi trying to fix up that nasty, dirty water that Brett Favre hadn't cleaned up yet? Oh yeah, that's right, because you ain't got the water line fixed. Shut up, Sheldon.
Check his hairline, Sheldon.
Sheldon.
Anyways, I gotta get off here. I gotta go get some food.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Shout out to my brothers on the panel. Shout out to everybody in the super chat. Everybody that smashed the like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll holler at y'all in a minute.
Peace.
We go.